The second wave has arrived at the Pulver House of Birds. It is in fact a year and a day since this aviary opened. It opened on the 3rd of March 2012 and is now the 4th of March 2013. And yesterday, to mark the 1 year, I went all the way to Stafford to bulk buy some birds. The sort of birds that I've wanted but couldn't get in the shops around here. Now, these birds have been in cages out here this morning to get used to the local inhabitants, and it's about time I introduced them to you and let them out. So we're going to start in this section of the aviary. This is the budgie enclosure. They're all inside at the moment, you see. 6 of them. We've got Jamie, that's Lima, that's Joshua, that's Jens Jr., that's Little Boom, and that's Bonnie. And Jamie's down there now, when he was up there before. And in this cage we have several other birds that are going to wander around. We'll start with these funny looking birds at the bottom. And these birds are going to sort of move around. Sometimes they'll be in this cage, sometimes they'll be in the other enclosure. These are quail. And quail don't fly, they sort of jump. I've got a pair here, a male, there. That male I'm calling Dhiego. And the female there is going to be called Tiffany. And those two are going to run around, and what they do is, they basically eat detritus, seeds and stuff that have been dropped, like you see here. I sweep this out, but the birds just keep dropping seeds. It's a constant thing. You brush them out, and they come back. Look at all that. That's bark stripping as well. And these will help. These little things will help because they will eat a lot of this shit on the floor. The one problem with the quails is, of course, because they can't fly, they can't get up to here to get in. Now, to begin with, I'm going to probably take them in a cage every night, and then put them out again in the morning. But what I shall have to do, that funny noise you just heard was Dhiego making that noise, that funny whining noise. What I will have to do is sort of get a hutch, just a very, very small one that they can shelter in out here overnight. The other two are lovebirds. And lovebirds, you can hear them clicking. There, that's the lovebirds. They're a bit of a strange colour for lovebirds, but they are lovebirds, so I'm told, and they're basically miniature parrots. These are the ones to watch because these are the ones that are most likely to be hostile to other birds. So I've got to watch them. They do have a bite. They're about the biggest thing that I can get because their beaks, you see, are hooked and very large and quite sharp, and anything else might be able to chew through the wire. And obviously that would be a disaster. I have named these. Now, lovebirds, you can't tell if they're male or female without doing sort of DNA tests, or obviously without eggs. I have decided that I'm going to call these two after my favourite biblical prophets. The one here I'm calling Jeremiah. If they do turn out to be a pair, I can always call him Jerry. And that one down there, the blue one, that's Ezekiel. So it's time to let these 4 out and see what the response from the budgie community is. They're also part of the second wave, but in the other enclosure, this is the finch enclosure, I am about to release my diamond doves. There we are. Peace and love down there. Which one is which? Well, that is the question, isn't it? Ultimately, I think I'm going to have to ring one of these birds to tell the difference. Although, having said that, I think this one has a different colour head. Yes, that one's got a different colour head. So that can be love and that can be peace. And the finches are away. I'm not going to finch out here now. Oh no! Look who it is! If it isn't the two troublesome canaries. Well, anyway, time to release the doves, and then I shall be releasing the ones in the other cage as well. You can see my little diamond doves. That there. That's Peace on the side there, with the red head. And Love is somewhere over there. And it's time to release the last of the second wave. We've got a Red Factor Canary here. He is not really the sort of bird that I would buy in a pet shop. There's several things that are an issue with him. The first is that he's obviously had a bit of a hard time wherever he was raised, because he's missing some feathers around the side of his neck. He's also got gnarly feet, and he is extremely spatially unaware. He'll land on other finches and other birds without knowing it. I'm calling him Louis, aka the King, because it's easier to spell. Alongside you can see these two. These are Owl Finches. There's the darker one and the lighter one there. The lighter one's the female, she's called Suzzie. The darker one is the male, it's called Surgio. And hopefully those two will get together. And then the last two we've got are my Java Sparrows here. And there's two of these. One is going to be called Denise, the other is called Ali the Sparrow, and I think that's Ali there. And the reason that I can tell Ali without ringing him, or one of them, because they do look identical, is because there's something wrong with one of Ali's feet. It doesn't seem to be, I think it's a long-term issue rather than an ailment. I think he has a deformed foot, and it's, I believe, yeah, that's Ali on the perch there. It's the one round the corner, and basically the bit that goes underneath and hooks under comes over the top. It just means he slips sometimes when trying to perch, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So these are going to be released now, and then that will be it. Everybody will be out and about, even if they're not in the right cage. Toby, dear me. At least the quails are behaving themselves somewhere down there. Right.